This Miss Melinda. Welcome to Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. So how's all my fans and subscribers doing tonight? Are you having a nice, lovely evening? Or if it's in the afternoon where you're at, are you having a nice day today? Let's see. This is Sunday night. Oh, surprise, surprise. Okay, this is Sunday night. Okay, so maybe y'all are at home. All you guys are at home because you have to go to work in the morning, maybe. Okay, so you know that my show, welcome to Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. And I'm sure you've all heard the news that we no longer are teaching one class by itself, on and on. We are teaching any class unpredictably. I will choose them spontaneously each morning or afternoon or night, any idea that pops up in my head, and I browse through books and the internet and etc. And spontaneously I pick out, if I'm filming I film at least two videos the same night, So anyway, I spontaneously picked this topic up. I picked it out this morning. So I think this is a lot more fun and exciting and easier to understand than biology. But I would still like you to dip into those biology classes because I made 40-something classes of biology. It's a lot of work. And you could jump in those videos, start in numerical order. Just give me 10 minutes on each of the biology. I would appreciate it, or 15. But have fun with all our newest uploads. Watch them over and over again. And watch all the videos and go to the old ones too. So you're never going to know what I'm teaching that night. You're going to be, I wonder what Miss Melinda's going to teach us tonight. It's no longer, it's going to be biology with Miss Melinda tonight. Or it's going to be the trials tonight. Or it's going to be the judicial system tonight. No. It's not going to be like that. So here's the surprise, what subject I picked out for tonight. The title is, wait, I got to move back just a little more. Okay. So my head's not popping out of the screen. It might look to you like there's a lot of room, but from where I'm sitting, the screen is a lot closer to my head than it is to the way you see it. Yeah. It's tricky. Okay. So, push this. Okay. Okay. So, the topic of this class tonight is legendary prehistoric sea creatures. And of course, everything I teach is facts, science and facts, because I am an academic scientist and a humanitarian. So I do love my subscribers and fans, all of you. And I hope you love Miss Melinda too. Okay, so this is legendary prehistoric sea creatures, but it's all facts, okay? The prehistoric, so I picked the Atlantic Ocean when I decided. I first saw this topic in my big white book, and I was going to start with that. 2 pages it has, like I told you. Subjects have 2 pages in this big white book, and then 4 quiz questions on the side of that page. But I decided to Microsoft it, and it came out. But I get to pick out how I want to say it. See? So that made it a little more exciting than the book. Because I said, give me the most exciting prehistoric sea creatures. And so in there it'll be saying to you why it's exciting, because I say it, because I said that's the way I said it when I said it. So then they say that's why this is exciting, blah blah blah. Okay, let's move it. The prehistoric Atlantic. Oh, so I picked the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, all right, not like the Red Sea or Pacific Ocean, which I lived on the Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. Okay, the prehistoric Atlantic, I'm going to say ocean, because that's got to be what they mean, was teeming with bizarre and AWE hyphen inspiring creatures that would make modern sea life look tame, TAME, period. Here are some of the most thrilling ocean floor, quote unquote, dwellers from ancient times. Okay, so here we go. Legendary prehistoric sea creatures continued. Okay, it's Dunk Leo Steus. Okay, so Dunk, just take out the R from drunk and remember Dunk. D-U-N-K. Now this is all one word. Leo, like Leo went to the store. L-E-O. And the suffix of this whole word is S-T-E-U-S. Steus. So it's Dunk Leo Steus. Google it. Okay, era, colon. So it's the era, time, you know, the time, the era, colon. Devonian, D like dog, E like Edward, Von, V like victory, on, like on top, and I-A-N. So era, colon, and it's Devonian. Okay, and just Google it if you want to clarify the spelling. And so Devonian, under Dunk Leo Steus, was about 380 million years ago. How can we find this stuff in time and know it was 380 million years ago? Isn't that fascinating? I'd love to find out. I know it has to do with the layers of the earth, and I got a big map book that, you know, down the road we're going to mix that in there too. Not too far away, yeah. So the next part of Dunk Leo Steus is the size of it, up to 33 feet long. Okay, and then the next thing is why it's exciting. See, because the way Miss Melinda asks her Microsoft assistant Cortana, then they say back, why it's exciting, colon. This armored fish had a bite force stronger than a T-Rex, T.Rex, and could crush bone with its self-sharpening jaw plates, okay? The next, okay, so these difficult words, again, all it is the name of these reptiles. The reptiles, that's the best rhetoric I could come up for right now because they'll start using that word. So it's just the name of the type of reptile it is. And these are sea creatures, not land. Okay. So, fish had a bite force stronger than a T-Rex and could crush bone with its self-sharpening jaw plates. Now here's another name for this reptile. So it's in the ocean, you know. It's built to live in the ocean. Okay. It's P-L-E, plea, and then sir, like sir. Wait, or is that a D? P-L-E, plea, I-S-I, sours, like dinosaurs. The suffix is sours, like dinosaurs. But this I got P-L-E-S, like sir. It's got to be an R. Okay, so please, sir, source. P-L-E, sir, when you go to the store, S-I-R, and source, S-A-U-R-S, like dinosaurs. That's how you can remember this. But they're not dinosaurs. I asked that. I thought maybe they're under ocean dinosaurs. No, they said no, they're not dinosaurs. But they have the dinosaur suffix, sor, dinosaur. This is source. It's got an S before it. Please, sir, source. Look it up to get the spelling right. Era, the time era is Triassic. T-R-I, which usually means 3, and Asic, A-S-S-I-C. So the era is Triassic to Cretaceous. C-R-E-T-A-C-E-O-S. Cretaceous. Cretaceous. These words are difficult, but like I said, those main ones are the name of the reptile. Here is the era for this one. Triassic to Cretaceous. Google that word Cretaceous. It's C-R-E-T, like Tom, A-C, like Cap, E like Edward, O-U-S, O-U-S. Okay, so Google Triassic, tri like 3, Asic, A-S-S-I-C, to Cretaceous. Google those words so you can get a better understanding. I can't keep looking up for you guys all these words, but like I told you, these big words, when I say it, those are the name of a reptile. I'll tell you. This is the era, Triassic to Cretaceous. Those are not the name of reptiles. Okay, it's the era, the time. And it's 251-66 million years ago. Wow, isn't that fascinating? Yeah. Features, boat, shaped body. 4 flippers, and either long or short necks, okay? Either long or short necks. Okay, number 1, why it's exciting? Now it's saying why it's exciting, because I wanted something exciting. So now it's saying why it's exciting, They're eerie, E-E-R-I-E, eerie, like Halloween. That's why I wore this orange blouse for Halloween. Okay, how many YouTube Halloween movies tonight? So why is it so exciting? They're eerie, E-E-R-I-E. Loch Ness. Well, we know the Loch Ness Monster, so they must be using an analogy to the Loch Ness Monster. It says, why is it exciting, They're eerie, loch, space, nest-like, nest-like, so Loch Ness-like. Appearance and global distribution made them, now these are 3 words that go together, quote unquote. Distribution made them apex marine reptiles. I told you they'd be talking about reptiles. Apex is A-P-E-X. Apex marine reptiles. Okay? Okay, just watch this over again if you don't have a pen and paper, and take notes the next time you watch it. Okay? All right. So, Anomalocaris. That's the name of a reptile. A-N-O-M-A-L-O-C, loc, Aris, A-R-I-S. Anomalocaris. I'm going to show you the word. It's right here. Look at this. Okay? This top word right there. Okay? Write it down. If you don't got a pen, watch this again and write it down. Just, so you can get the spellings and maybe Google and get some backup. If I just breeze through here and you don't have no idea these long names of these reptiles, you're not going to learn it. you know, and you can watch me over and over. But it's good that you saw that word and you can Google, elaborate on it. Okay, so the era for this Enoma Lacaris era is Cambrian. Cam, like you got a camera, and Brian, like you know Brian. Cambrian is the era, about 500 million years ago. Size, around 3 feet long. Okay, number one, why it's exciting. Here we go again. Why it's exciting. Considered the first great ocean predator. Ooh, scary. It had bizarre circular jaws, flexible swimming lobes, L-O-B, like boy, E-S. We got to look up the word lobes. Okay, now here's the name of a reptile again. It's going to be long. Here it is. So it's hall, like you're going down the hall. Lucy, L-U-C-I, Genia. So here it is. So look at that. And get a pen and paper. This one, where my finger's at. See? Where my finger's at? Write that down. Get a pen and paper. That's the name of this reptile. And its era is, again, like the other one, the last one. The era is Cambrian. And it's 505 million years ago. Not too far away, huh? And the size is thumb-sized. That doesn't make sense to me. So the thing is as small as a thumb? That is the only way I could take it, unless you know something I don't know. It says the size is thumb-sized. I don't know. We have to Google it. Why it's exciting, with spikes on its back and tentacle dash-like legs, comma. Scientists originally reconstructed it upside down. It's one of the strangest creatures ever discovered. It's one of the, so you saw that word, I showed you it. Write it down, Google it. It's one of the what again? One of the strangest creatures ever discovered. It's one of the strangest creatures ever discovered, okay? So, legendary prehistoric sea creatures continue. Ammonites, or ammonites. It's A and then 2 M's. A-M-M-O-N, like Monday nights. Perfect. But spelled N-I-T-E-S instead of N-I-G-H-T. It's nights. That's the suffix, nights. The end of the word, I taught you suffix is the end of the word. Okay, so the word is ammonites. A-M-M-O-N like Nick, I like ice, T like Tom, E like Edward, S like Sam. Ammonites, the name of a reptile. Its era is Devonian to Cretaceous. We just had the word Cretaceous. Okay, so you got to Google Cretaceous. It's C-R-E-T-A-C-E-O-S. Era, Devonian, D-E-V, like development, on, like you're on the way, I-A-N. Era, Devonian to Cretaceous. Features, the next one is features spiral shells and tentacles. Why it's exciting, these cephalopods were highly diverse and widespread, and their fossils are key to dating rocks layers. See, that's what I was talking about, layers, is how they determine years, like layers in the ground, etc. And then trilobites. So tri like 3, lob, L-O-B. And then there's only one B, but the suffix, the end of the word is bites, like you bite somebody. So trilobites is the name of this reptile. Era, Cambrian to Permian, over 270 million years ago. And why it's exciting, these armored arthropods had complex eyes and adapted to nearly every marine environment, from shallow reefs to deep trenches, okay? Here's, we're on page 5, won't be too much more to go. Okay, these creatures weren't just weird, they were evolutionary marvels that shaped marine ecosystems. We've heard of ecosystems before, that shaped marine ecosystems long before humans ever dipped a toe in the ocean. Okay, next reptile's name. Now we get this reptile's name a lot in this class. They keep bringing up this reptile's name. So I guess this one's a big deal. So you're going to hear this one, these last few pages. Okay, it's Plesio, and then it soars like dinosaurs. But it's not a dinosaur, we know this. But they have the saurs at the end, like dinosaurs. This is plesiosaurs, S-A-U-R-S. And it's the beginning of the word is P-L-E-S-I-O. Plesiosaurs were marine reptiles, not fish or amphibians. And they absolutely lived in the ocean. I gotta talk softer, but they weren't bottom dwellers. But they were not bottom dwellers. That's important to remember. This is the one they're gonna keep talking about. Did plesiosaurs swim along the ocean floor? See, I asked that question. Yeah, habitat, says Colin. Plesiosaurs lived in open marine environments. Okay, talk softer, Melinda. Including the Atlantic Ocean, but they mostly swam in the midwater and surface zones, not along the ocean floor, okay? Not along the ocean floor. How many pages do we have here? Oh, it just goes up to 9, okay? So we only have 4 pages left. I'm on page 6, so can you guys stick with me? Okay? I'm burning up hot. Okay. Did plesiosaurs swim along the ocean floor? Continue. Swimming style, They used their 4 flippers in a unique underwater flight, quote unquote. Motion. Underwater flight motion. Similar to how sea turtles move. The next one's feeding behavior, Long-necked plesiosaurs, P-L-E-S-I-O, saurs, like dinosaurs, S-A-U-R-S. So long feeding behavior. First, long-necked plesiosaurs likely hunted small fish and squid near the surface or mid-water. Okay, short-necked, large-headed plesiosaurs. Is that the same one? A subgroup in parentheses. Okay, short-necked, large-headed plesiosaurus, in parentheses, a subgroup. May have gone deeper to hunt larger prey, but still weren't, quote, this is 3 words together, but still weren't true bottom dwellers. Okay, 3 pages. You with me, guys? Okay? So, while they were ocean creatures through and through, plesiosaurs weren't crawling or gliding along the seabed like trilobites or crabs, period. They were more like the sharks and dolphins of their time. Majestic swimmers ruling the open sea. Interesting. Then they offered if you want to learn more, but I didn't have. I wasn't going to go that far. I am, been working hard all day. So, but they mentioned this ichthyosaurs or mosasaurs. They're more marine reptiles, they call them. Well, we're not going into that. Okay, it's too much. Okay, now we're back to that word. I told you the name of this reptile. We're back to it again, the one we were just talking about. Are plesiosaurs considered dinosaurs? I was the one that asked that question. No, plesiosaurs are not technically dinosaurs, even though they lived during the same time and are often lumped together in pop culture. Okay? 1.5 pages left, guys. Okay, let's go. Here's why, : dinosaurs were land-dwelling reptiles with limbs positioned under bodies, okay? Plesiosaurs were marine reptiles adapted for life in the ocean with flippers and streamlined bodies. So what were plesiosaurs? I hope you guys are following me with this. Plesio saurs, S-A-U-R-S. That's the one they keep talking about, okay? So write that word down, and you can, look up the spelling and get focused on it. So what were plesiosaurs? They were fully aquatic reptiles that lived in the open ocean, I gotta talk quieter, including ancient parts of the Atlantic Ocean. They never walked on land. Their anatomy was built for swimming, not walking, okay? And part of a broader group called Sauropterygians. And that's S-A-U-R, like dinosaur, but it's the beginning of the word, the pre-word. Saur, S-A-U-R, opt, O-P-T-E-R-Y-G-I-A-N-S. Write that down. Which including other marine reptiles. This is the last page, guys. Fun fact. The term dinosaur is reserved for a specific clade, C-L-A-D-E, for a specific clade, Google that, of terrestrial reptiles. So even though plesiosaurs lived alongside dinosaurs like T. rex and Triceratops, they're more like distant cousins than siblings. And that, my friends, is the end of this class. Wasn't that interesting and enjoyable? More so than the biology class? I gotta quit putting my biology class down because I want you guys to still study it. I made 40-something videos of that. So I would like you to go back. I would like you to comment below the biology and say, I watched this one for 10 minutes, or I watched this biology class for 20 minutes. Try to watch, a lot of the biology and the old videos, okay? But everything I'm teaching now is much more fun and exciting than any of the topics we've done up until I said it's a free-for-all. That's when the most fun classes and the easiest to understand is when it all started. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I will smile for you. See? You'll see my bright white teeth that don't go anywhere. I love all my subscribers. I love all my fans and students. And just keep on watching and enjoying Miss Melinda's shows. I have to cut it short tonight because I had a really busy day. So I want to get in bed and YouTube some movies, some Halloween movies, but not ones that you see on TV. Okay, so I love you guys, and I will see you next time.